us spend some time with our readings on this Easter Tuesday. Our first reading from the Acts of the Apostles, chapter 2, from verses 36 to 41, and John's Gospel, chapter 20, from verses 11 to 18. The underlying theme of Easter week is the community. The community of the disciples and the wider community of Christ's disciples, the church, is being formed. When we attend worship as individuals, usually we link our life with the life of Jesus. We treat it and we experience it as actually it is a one-to-one relationship with the risen Lord as our friend, our guide and support. However, this underlying theme of Easter encourages us to see ourselves as part of the praying community. That when we come to church and pray and worship, or when we pray at home and praying for our own personal needs, a twofold event is taking place. It is individual prayer, but also we are praying on behalf of the community. And it is worth having this image of ourselves in the church. We are praying on behalf of the community and for the community. For what is taking place through revelation and our response to it as a guarded people of God who are drawn by the mystery of the cross and Easter. This worship of ours is a moral storehouse, warehouse of the whole community, of culture itself. So when we see Christians, individual Christians, praying in a church, it is always a work, a toiling work for the community. Because that's the only way that revelation is cherished, preserved, and handed over to others. To put it briefly, praying as individuals, having spiritual life as individuals, is a collective responsibility. Our prayer is collective responsibility for the life of the wider culture. And I'd like to mention a thought from John Henry Newman from one of his homilies on Easter Monday. He says that if we want to measure our life, if we want to check our life, prayer life as Christians, we have to measure it not to our customs, not to our regular prayers simply, not to our habits, but we have to measure it to the words of the Lord, to the words of the Scriptures. That's why when we pray the morning and evening prayers and first reading and the Gospel of the Mass, it is always an opportunity, and the same with the Psalms, it is always an opportunity to see where we are how much life is in us. And he has another thought which is really challenging related to this. He said that people are most satisfied themselves not when they make an effort, a genuine effort and work to become a better person, a better Christian, but when they don't do anything. Then people feel their life is okay, it should be there, it shouldn't be even challenged. So let us be challenged by this Easter week to sum up this challenge that our individual prayer at the same time is always our collective responsibility for the life of our culture